Hello, my name is Corina Rijngoud and I'm a design team member from Studiolight, and I'm going to show you the two new 3D embossing folders from Studiolight. We have one with the vintage gears. I'll show you on the back. And that's SL-ES-EMB17. And we have one with a flower pattern. Also the back. As you can see, you have 3 dimensions in your pattern. And this is SL-ES-EMB17. I'm going to show you how I make a card with the flower pattern and ink. So let's get rid of the package and let's get started. Well, you can feel what is on top and what is down. Well, what I want is some ink on the layers that are going to be flat. So this will this is in depth, this is height. I'm going to put some ink on this side and let's see what's going on when I put it in my die cut machine. Well, let's try to do it like this, and then with my tool blend it out, because otherwise it's too much ink. And as you can see, this is also the ink from Studiolight, and I'm using a tool from Studiolight. Well, of course, we have a lot of stuff to play with. And I'm going to blend it out because I don't want to have very thick colors on it. A little bit of ink I need. But I think this is the best way to do it. And now I'm going to make some noise because I have to put this thing in my die cut machine. A little moment, please, because I have to do this at the other table. And then I'm going to try. Yes, he's going. Get rid of a little bit too much ink because I want to do some extra on the edges later. And then it's too much. Well, that was the noise. So let's see what is coming out of this folder. Look at that, how lovely it is. So you have the light flowers, and in the depth, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less ink. Isn't it lovely? I like it. Well, we have to clean this one because when I'm going to use it, when I don't need the ink on it and I want a white card embossed, well, then there is ink everywhere. Okay, that was that one. So let's do some ink blending on the edges, not too much. First I have to go see, well, I want the edges a little bit smaller. Not much, a little bit. Get rid of some straight pieces. And it is, I hope you can see it, but there are a lot of more dimensions on it. Look, the flowers are so much higher and the leaves are lower. And then you have the flat parts. So that's the 3D effect. Well, let's do some ink blending on the edges of the card, because then is the inner side popping more off, or popping more out. How do I say that? And as I said, not too much, only at the edges. So that's why I take it from my glass mat. Well, the sun is going to shine. I think I have to. Well, let shine. Let it shine. I hope you don't. It's not too much, is it? Well, a little bit. So let's try to put away some of the sun, but not too much. Well, that's not. Yeah, that'll be working. Okay, that'll be enough. Because I like the sun. It's cold, so we need more sunshine. Then I have cut out from this one, the SL-ES-EMB17, the two smallest, no, not the two, the second and the third smallest together, so you have two parts. Well, also this one a little bit on the edges, not too much, because then it's also, well, probably too much. I want to see a little bit of white on the card. So this one is coming in the middle, and this is, well, I like to do this a little bit more. So I'm using much more ink, and I'm holding it straight because I want to have it flat. Because these are, well, these fits perfectly in each other. Oh, that wasn't the meaning of it. Now from the inner side. Look how lovely the purple color is. I'm going to need some flowers, because this is a card for a lady, I think. You can also send it to a man. Purple is for ladies and for men. So I thought this will be the best way to do. What do I have to do first? Well, shall I put this one first on the back? I think that's the best way to do. Yes. So let's use the glue, the tacky glue from Studiolight. Well, there it comes. You can also use the back is also that is debossed. As you can see, this is embossed and the back side is debossed. So let's put it straight in the middle. And then I'll, well, do I have to put it flat? Yes, I think it's better when it's flat. My foam isn't so small that I can put it a little bit higher. So I'm going to glue it with the tacky glue. And where is my... Okay, there he is. This little guy is also from Studiolight. The tweezer, not the tweezer, a pin set. We call it a pin set. I hope you call it so also a pin set, because a tweezer is how do you say it in English? Contra, we say. It works contra. Well, then I need, well, I can put this one also in the middle, yes. And then I'm going to catch my stamping tool for a nice sentiment. Well, I want you to come a little bit on this side, because you are going to be too much to the left. Please come a little bit to the right, so you're in the middle. That's where I want you. Yes, like that. That's okay. Now I'm going to catch my stamping tool. And what kind of sentiment I'm going to use? Well, let's see what I have. Well, these are not, these are Dutch sentiments, and I want an English sentiment, because otherwise you don't understand what's the meaning of it. So, sending you lots of love, sending healthy vibes. No, I think sending you lots of love. That's a thing you can use for much things, I think. So let's put this one over here. Yes, is that right straight? I hope so, because I see it's not cleaned. Okay, well, let's use some ink, and the best ink I'm for the sentiments is this one. Give your ink some time to get in your paper. And look, it's lovely. Well, let's clean this one. And the sentiment is used the BLES stamp 569, if you want to know that. Well, now we are going to take a piece of ribbon. Well, where is my ribbon gone? Oh, behind. And you know, I love to use some tulle, because that's much open, so you can look through it. It's not in a way, it's not too heavy, too much. When you use lace for a rope, for a bow, I think that's too much. So this will be okay for me. A little bit smaller. Okay. And now we are going to cut off these pieces, well, that's difficult to see. And I like it to do it because you get a V. Well, I think that's the loveliest way for this part. But it's not always straight because it's a little bit too long. Okay, oh my goodness, I forgot my heat gun. Well, let's look what I have. I need, oh yes, I'm not ready yet, so this is not so. I need some leaves because I'm going to use some mulberry flowers, but I also need some leaves. So let's get some small pieces. I have a small piece over here. Yes, that's be enough. I need 2 of them. So I can run these through this die cut machine. Well, this is great enough. Yes. Well, I lost my sheet, so I make another one for Mika, and this will work perfect. So when you're losing your sheets, then you now know you can use some Mika acetate. Well, in Dutch we call it Mika, but you call it acetate most of the time. I call it also acetate, and I forgot the Dutch word. Well, another one. And this leaf is from the Magical Christmas collection from Studiolight. It's a bit older, not so old. But I love that small leaf. It's the SL-ES-EMB17. And you can see it is die cutting perfectly. I have some nerves. Well, the pattern of the leaves. Look at that, how lovely it is. Now I'm taking my blending tool and I'm give it a little bit of purple, not too much, but a little bit. I'm not taking more ink because that's not necessary. There's not a lot of ink on my sponge. That's enough for this. Look how much it gives. A little bit more on the edges of the leaves. Well, this will be okay for me. And let's see if the heat gun enough of that. So let's give it a try. Does it also? Yes, it's working. Well, that'll be great. Look how delicate, how gorgeous this will be together. I need also some flowers, and we have, well, I don't know the number of this, but these are from the Janina's Mindful Art collection from Studiolight. Ooh, and I love these colors. And I think these purples perfectly fits, because the other one is too, no, that's not okay for me. So 2 of them is enough. Now I lost my pin set. Well, lucky me, I have some more pin sets on my table. First I'm going to glue the leaves. on the bow. Oh, and a little bit glue on this one. Well, it's falling down, so let's dance. Well, come on. I can do it without my pin set. It's not necessary always. And then what do I want? Well, first the flowers. One over here and one on the other side on the bottom. Well, oh my goodness, he's falling down and I don't like that. Now it's a falling flower. Wow. But look at that, how lovely it is. I think you're going to make it also. And I need a little bit of these. Do I have more? I thought I had much more. Yes, I have more. Lucky me. Well, I don't need much, but a little bit. So I need 2 of them and 2 of them. First with the 2 part. They are coming behind the flowers like that, and the other one, well, I think this will fit okay. And we do that at the other side also. Well, not so much glue. And where is the smaller one? Over here. And I have some purple. Well, I don't know how much and what I'm going to use, but you see I have a lot of different ones. I think these are great to use. And then I'm going to use 2 of them. And 1 of the other. Well, this will be gorgeous. Oh no, not too much glue, please. This one is going to go on top and I want them on the bottom. And I'm going to use this one on the other side, but maybe I can use 2 of the smaller ones. Well, what was that for thing? Look out for your fingers, because it's hot glue. Well, but I like this one. The little details on the card, I think they belong there. Well, what did I use? I used the 2 of these guys and a smaller one of that, yes. On this side of my flowers. So let's try to pull this one in. And this also in, and then I need these 2, and I think we're ready then. No, not yet. I need some glimmers, some rhinestones. Oh, I'm sorry for the noise. It was not the meaning of me, but look at that, how great. Well, when it's all dried up, I'm going to use my heat gun to get rid of all the little pieces of glue that I don't need there. Well, this will be okay for me. And I need some rhinestones, and we have rhinestones from Studiolight, so I'm going to look for the right color. And I think I have some here. Maybe it's better because this is all, well, does it fit? Yes, I think. Let's use one. Well, that's okay for me, isn't it? Yes. Well, I think I need not such a big guy. Well, you see, there's too much glue. I didn't need so much. Well, I need these 3. And I'm going to put them one over here, one over there, yes, and one over there. So let's use some tacky glue to put this one on top of there and one there. Well, this one has also a little bit of a glue dot, and let's put it on top of the glue. And now this card is ready. Well, I hope you liked the video, and I hope you like these embossing folders. They are so much fun playing with them. Thanks for watching, and I see you on the next video. Bye bye.